my baby, my Valentine. Can I eat the making with temperature rise? If you leave me alone, I swear you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest, loving the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to never need it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make me bad man. $1,000 I could spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now you my con the carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, no, yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you, now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I get banky, oh, no, 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 no.
Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it send my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make a look pity. You won't make us sing me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pan. Come and give me show.
Pascal, 6'3", number 12, Jaren.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the greatest.
Takes flight, going down. No, clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, DA. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And for Memphis, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now the Grizzlies with it. Here's Morant. Jackson, a screen on Van Vliet. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Siakam. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Brooks misses. About a minute played so far here in the first. Siakam for three. And Bane pulls it down. Tries again. And the Raptors tack on two more.
And this is what separates Siakam from other guys his size, the ball handling and that ability to stop and pop.
Morant looking around. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. Here's Siakam. And the Raptors tack on two more.
You know, you're going to have success when you start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Morant. His last outing, he had 24 points. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Van Vliet against Morant. Pass to Brooks for the three. That's a miss, his second after two shots. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Trent gets the bucket.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Brooks. No good on the shot. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
And here's Morant. Following the three-pointer by Siakam. Stolen by Van Vliet. Siakam left side. Over Jackson. Siakam's shot is off. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 10. Bane passes to Jackson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Jackson a screen on Barnes. Brooks. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Great, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Taking two shots.
And the first one drops. Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in for a player?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play up and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you?
Yeah, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep, but do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love it. This is what I pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Van Vliet wide open. offline with his three.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Brooks outside. And the pass to Tillman. Memphis moving that ball around. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do with his mindset is to attack.
Van Vliet. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Morant against Van Vliet. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Coming into this having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
T-shirt time, everyone. Let me hear you right now.
And checking out some numbers for Dylan Brooks. Here's Brooks. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. There's a good screen. Pass to Tillman. And stolen by Achua. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Tillman passes to Bing. Feeds it to Jackson. Knocked loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
The first ladies of the floor are ready to take the court. Give it up for your Grizzlies.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Toronto. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And when I look at Toronto, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting. And waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
And here's Jackson. He has 5. Morant outside to stop the run. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Baseline J on the way, and he knocks down the jumper. Trent's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morant kicks to Bain. At the elbow, it's Jackson. The dish now to Brooks. 4 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Toronto leading by 13. Here's Siakam. Rebounded by Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. To the inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
For 3, Siakam. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Poke loose. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Morant. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Brooks following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Unloads from 13. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Inside, outside, mid-range. Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Trent can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Van Vliet, here we go. And that one is good. 11 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Van Vliet against Morant. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
All right, the first lady of the floor, all ready to take the court. Give it up for your Grizzlies.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. Number 1, the Grizzlies. 5th, the Raptors.
Both clubs really playing a suffocating brand of defense, sticking to the opposing ball handlers and really taking it away. I mean, the steal numbers are off the charts.
On the wing, Jones. Here's Aldama. No good from outside.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Shooting 2. First one falls for him. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Van Vliet, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Van Vliet. Young, right side. Another shot. Aldama with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
There's Williams, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And that one drops for him. Now Van Vliet. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston. That gets the bucket.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Now here's Jones. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
To the middle. Here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Van Vliet into the lane. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Banton. No good on the triple. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Conchar. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Banton. Rebound by Williams.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Cavaliers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
And the basket by Jones.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
It's good.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Clark, a screen on Van Vliet. Jones, the pass to Clark. Rejected by Young. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Ken Burns is checked in for Toronto. Flynn comes in for Fred Van Vliet. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Jones kicks to Williams. Connects from three-point range.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Banton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Raptors lead by 20. Jones against Flynn. And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors, Chris Boucher.
Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Williams. And that's it for the first quarter. What's been a very lopsided game. Raptors lead by 20. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Aldama at the power forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Here's Siakam after Memphis gets the three. From the corner. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Morant left side. Pass to Aldama. This one for three. He can't get that one to fall. Now Toronto takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They host the Spurs after this one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Conchaw's got 9 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The three from Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Bane. He's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland. The pass to Conchaw. Here's Aldama. The three. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Wednesday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Trent goes in.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Flynn against Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. Buries it from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And here is Bane, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Bane, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Siakam, and again it's Toronto converting.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Now here's Morant. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Trent, following the basket by John Morant. Got that one up quick. And it's now 23 points for Gary Trent Jr.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Morant passes to Bane. Jackson, a screen on Trent. Here's Bane. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Siakam. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for John Conchaw. Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Gary Trent. So it's Toronto now. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal
And there's the strength and determination VanVleet's known for. He battles nonstop.
In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game score? Was it as a 20-point-a-game score? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game score? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career's going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Now Brooks following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Brooks against Flynn. Pocket 6. Tillman passes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Heave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
Siakam against Jackson. And again, no good by Toronto.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Here's Bain. Plenty of space. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Achua, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Morant with a wide open look. No good on the three.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Achua. Here's Siakam. Brooks grabs the board.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
The 8-footer. And it's Morant missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Siakam. Morant passes to Bain. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Dishes to Barnes. Achua kicks to Flynn. Just his first attempt. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Siakam, that's good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
And he comes up with the deuce. Siakam's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here is Brooks. 9-point game his last outing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr. it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
That's good from Jackson. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
An impressive, versatile defender. For Jackson Jr., it's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Williams kicks to Jones. And it's denied! Take back by Siakam.
Grizzlies ball.
Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Jones has it in the corner. 3-pointer.
You know, and he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter.
Siakam for 3. Raptors get it back. Chalk up 2 there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Brooks. Passes it to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. And there it is for him. Van Vliet's got 20 points.
And just wanting it more. Van Vliet taking those 2 points. Love how he competes.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jones, that's for 2. That one dropped for his second bucket. Again, 2 for 4. Toronto's gone for the 3-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Van Vliet. Second chance shot. And Siakam with the layup. He's got 29 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Jones has it in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
2 points. That one goes.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Nobody near Williams. No good with the triple. Toronto's shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Jones looking for an opening. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Count the basket. 8 points for him.
And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
The Raptors have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Koloko, 2 shots.
Shooting 2. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Aldama's checked in, and Conchar subbed in for Brooks. And then for Toronto, Young's checked in for Siakam, and Trent subbed in for Scotty Barnes. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Jones with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Trent. Takes it off the glass. Trent's got 25 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Grizzlies with another miss. And the Raptors call time here.
Started.
Get loud for the Milwaukee.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Shoots from the baseline. Shot's good by Benton. Benton's got 5 points so far.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be given the game.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Raptors delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And Kenny, were there any specific teams you looked forward to playing?
I mean, any team Shaq was on, because you had to be hyped for that, especially when you got Hakeem, when they go on head-to-head. I always look forward to that.
Yeah, you lucky you had him, Kenny, because you were terrified to come down into the paint.
Not true. I wasn't terrified, just a little bit shaky.
And moving on to our current game, it was not the first half that fans were hoping to see for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Then it's Barnes. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Now here's Jackson. Brooks outside. Misses the three. Raptors shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Wasted no time on that one. Achiuwa's got the first field goal of the second half for the Raptors. The Grizzlies shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Brooks outside. Pass to Tillman. And it's blocked. Guarded by Morant. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 12.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Here's Tillman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From 10 feet out, the shot's good.
Closer in, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
To the paint and stolen by Achiuwa. Morant against Siakam. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Siakam's got 33.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's Morant. Converts on the jumper for the easy two.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Brooks.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Morant passes to Brooks. Rejected by Van Vliet.
And perfect positioning from Van Vliet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instincts.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down, because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Achua. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Raptors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Precious Achua at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Achua. Ken Burge has checked in for the Raptors. And both free throws good for Achua. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And he knocks down the first one. Flynn's checked in for Trent. Jackson hits both of them. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Achua, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Brooks. And another miss by Memphis.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And he gets the bucket.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Brooks. Inside. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Here's Birch. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. And here are the Grizzlies now. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
It's good. Nice touch there from Birch.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Jackson misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Drains the three-pointer. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The shot's good from Achua. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Morant outside. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Toronto calls timeout. Checked in for the Grizzlies. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Memphis. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And for the Grizzlies, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15.
Man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Birch with it, now defended by Bain. The shot by Birch, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you gotta make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Outside, Bain. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Bain's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And he gets it back to the middle.
Oh, nice finish.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now here's Morant. Puts up a 3. And again, that's the Grizzlies from deep.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Barnes down low. That shot is off. Morant outside. The pass to Tillman. Shot clock at 6. From 13, Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The tray. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
They get it again. Achua kicks to Flynn. Shoots over Morant. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got his 2nd bucket.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Morant against Flynn. Count it, good.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And Toronto has possession. Here's Barnes. Passes it to Flynn. Over Morant. Here's Achua. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Achua's got 10 points in the quarter. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Outside, Bain. From outside, off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Raptors shooting well, 52% in the 3rd. They came to play offensively in the 2nd half. Flynn misses. The Grizzlies shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Pass to Conchar. There's Jackson with the 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one's good, Barnes. Here's Morant. He's got 19. Pass to Bain. And he slams it one-handed.
If anybody has questioned why John Morant went 2nd overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
Achua, no good. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Morant outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Here's Birch. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
And again, Memphis no good. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Here's Van Vliet. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Conchar, the pass to Morant. And the layup falls. And that's now 21 points for John Morant.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Flynn's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. From downtown. And John Morant with the 3. Morant's got 16 here in the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Flynn. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 26. Drills it from outside.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Van Vliet against Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Misses the jumper. And so it's Toronto out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Then it's Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the Grizzlies with possession here after Toronto at the three-pointer. Here's Morant. And he slams it down right on the top of the fence.
Showing off that verb. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Boucher. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant, right side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bain. During Desmond Bain's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bain's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
And Toronto making a change here. Doughton's checked in. And Bain drops them both. We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure look good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
The shot from 20 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. On the wing, Bain. Lets the three fly. The shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And here's Young from the arc. It's Clark with the rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Five to shoot. Here's Aldama. Dalton with the rebound. Over Clark. And the Raptors miss again.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Aldama, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the top of the key, it's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game. Payne for 3. The shot will not fall. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Boucher. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Payne looking around. And the pass to Morant. The 3. And Desmond Bane good for 3. Payne's got 34.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Here's Dalton. Rebound by Williams. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And the Raptors call time here.
Please give a big round of applause for your Memphis Grizzlies.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Shoots. And that time, also a missed shot. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Here's Trent. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. And here is Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Brooks outside. Outside Williams.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Down low, here's Trent, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Brooks the best to Clark. On the wing, Brooks, defended by Trent. Nice shot by Brooks. Raptors leading by 21. And there's the drive.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Jones against Van Vliet. Stolen by Van Vliet. Passes it to Siakam. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And Memphis making a change here. Konchar's checked in. Now Jones. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that up?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Siakam inside the three-point line. No good with the wing jumper. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Brooks up on top. Covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Clark. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Lobbed up there for Clark. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Raptors also with a sub. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Toronto calls timeout.
Let's turn up the noise and give a big welcome to Joe Bridger.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Van Vliet passes to Trent. Back to Van Vliet. And that one, good.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Van Vliet brings the double team. Here's Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 6 assists now in the game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Siakam. Good on the leaner. Siakam's got 35.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Knocked away. Stolen by Van Vliet. The 11-footer. Deflects the pass. Here's Conchar. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Jones. The pass to Brooks. Over Barnes. And it's Brooks. That's on the assist by Jones. And it's 8 points for Dylan Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. Tries again. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Memphis has got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Van Vliet brings the double team. Brooks with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Raptors leading by 23. Here's Siakam. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strength.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Bane in for Conchar.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Now here's Brooks. Passes it to Tillman. Back to Brooks. 18 feet out. And another basket for Memphis. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have. And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Young. Second shot opportunity. And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jones with it. Brooks, left side.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Takes a three. Rebound by the Raptors. Banton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Jones. Banton's shot is off. The Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And it's Brooks in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Banton. And that one's on target from the wing.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Pascal Siakam.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Toronto calls timeout. They're in front by 24. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Memphis Grizzlies.
The Raptors making a switch here. Trent's checked in. .56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Grizzlies. To the paint. Here's Conchar. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Toronto. Shoots it up. And the Raptors miss again. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Jones. Down low. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
It's been all Raptors. He's covered by Clark. Ring shot on the way. Almost, but it rolls out. And And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Gary. A second rounder in 2018, but now you're a key contributor. What does it mean to you to have the confidence of this team?
It's unbelievable, you know. Your teammates trust you, and those type of players, those vets, trust you. It's a great thing, you know. Me and the coaching staff, we work on this every day, so, you know, it's great to finally see it paying off.
Man, I know you've put the work in, and I'm glad to see it happening on the court. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.